Hello again, everybody. Where am I at? Strange surroundings here, huh? I am at the church right now. And I'm upgrading this computer to Windows 10. We are wanting to live stream to Facebook the service. We've got to be over here for a little while. It's up to 16%, and I still have to set everything up. But I figured while I was over here that I would show y'all a little trick that I just kind of stumbled on. I didn't think it would work at first, but the other day I wanted to play Jak and Daxter on PlayStation 2. I put my disc in and it wouldn't get past the PlayStation splash screen. It would get up to there where it says PlayStation 2 and it's got all the information at the bottom, the copyright information and all that. And it would just hang up there. And I got to looking at the disc and there was a little scratch on the outside of the disc that went around. If you have light to medium scratches on the front of the disc that do not penetrate all the way through this layer, if you have one that is really, really deep, you're not going to be able to get that out. And if you keep see what we're going to do, we're going to actually remove some of the polycarbonate surface from the disc. You don't want to get this too thin where it no longer holds its structural stability, or you don't want to especially go sand all the way through. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be sanding all the way through the polycarbonate layer, because if you get into that, if you get into the aluminum, it's ruined anyway. Okay, now this disc will not play, so this disc is unusable the way it is. I don't know if you can see them or not, but there are a lot of scratches. The ones that we know are causing the problems are not the scratches that are this way, unless they're really deep, and none of them are very deep. They're all light scratches. But the thing is, when you have a light scratch that goes around the disc like this, even just a short one, that is enough to cause that laser to jump tracks. So that's what's happening with this disc. It doesn't look that bad. Yeah, you can see a lot of little scratches, but I have played discs that were scratched a lot worse than this. And where that comes from is like when it skips, you pull it out and you take your shirt and you just wipe it off like that. You're doing this circular pattern, and you end up, if you have like a grain of sand or something like that, or anything on your shirt, then that eats into that polycarbonate layer and makes a permanent scratch. So what we want to do, a couple of things you're going to need for this is, of course, your disc that skips. This will work on music CDs, game CDs, DVDs, pretty much anything that uses a compact disc format. And all you're doing is you're resurfacing that layer. I wasn't even sure if this would work. I figured on my game, I found it online. I was going to order it again and just have it, have a new one shipped to me. But I figured, well, why not? I mean, the disc is no good anyway, so why not try it? And the finest sandpaper that I had, I wanted the finest sandpaper I had, it was 2000 grit. Something else you need, doesn't really matter the brand or anything, I've gotten others, but car wax. Two items that you would never really associate, or I would have never really associated with a CD, but this is what I just went down to my garage and looked around, and this is what I found. So I really thought that the 2000 grit would ruin it, but let me show you. Okay, so you'll want to have your sandpaper nice and wet, and what I did is I've got several layers of it, so it keeps it more straight. You don't have like your fingers pressing unevenly. And what we're going to do, we're going to go in a pattern around the disc, but we're going from the hole to the edge of the disc, back and forth like this. If we make any scratches, any new scratches, we want the scratches to be this way and not round. So we're just going to go around like this. And I'm not pushing hard on the disc. You can see it's a CD and it's not deflecting the CD. So I'm not pushing, not bearing down hard on it. I'm just giving it enough pressure. I'm kind of polishing it, I guess you would say. So we'll go around and around and around. And you can see just like that. And what we're looking for is we're looking for a pretty much uniform haze around it. It's going to be kind of cloudy. It's not going to be shining like the disc was before. Then you want to take a clean, this is a brand new one, microfiber cloth, clean it off like this, clean it really well, and then you can see it's hazy. It looks like it's ruined, right? But it probably isn't. Now, I do see one little scratch on here that I want to get out that I didn't get out yet. So I'll go back around it one more time. You don't want to polish this down until you wear the disc all the way out. I mean, it is possible to do that. You just want to polish it until it seems like it's let's see what we got here. Looks okay. Hazy, but pretty much an even coating. It's doing something there. Pretty much an even coating of scratches, really light micro scratches. So now we have our wax with another cloth, and we'll put it on around, and we're going to work it into the disc. We want to make a nice shiny disc out of this. We don't want it on there really thick. We want to just pretty much polish it out. A bit more on there. Just a little bit. I mean, you don't need to, you're not waxing a car. You're kind of doing it like you would wax a car though. What I did last time, I didn't really let it dry or anything. I just kept on buffing it in here until when I got done it looked pretty shiny. And we'll just, now you got a little shine back to it. The disc itself actually does kind of look decent. Alright, so now I'm in one of the classrooms and we have a TV here. And this TV has a built-in DVD player. So let's try our DVD in it and just see if it works. There we go. It says it's loading. Recognize it as a DVD. there is the so it is displaying. Got the volume turned down because I don't want to have any copyright problems. It's playing fine. All right, well, I guess that's about it. This disc works now. Like I said, this procedure works on any type of media disc like this that has the like a DVD, CD, game, whatever. If you have it on this type of a disc, this procedure will probably work. Now, there may be cases where your scratches are too deep, or even like if you take a pen and you write your name on the disc or something like that, or the name of the show, if you have a burnt disc, if you take an ink pen and you write it, you could bend that layer of aluminum foil. In that case, this will not work. If there are any scratches on the label side, this will not work. If there's scratches and it's down to the aluminum under the label, your disc is no good. But for any surface scratches that are relatively light, you will bring your disc back. If nothing else, it's worth a try. You may have a piece of sandpaper and some car wax laying around anyway. Why not try it? That's what I thought. You know, I was going to order a new disc for my game, but I tried this. It worked. I'm going to do this. I've got a few more movies that skip. I'm going to do this procedure on a few more movies, and I got a couple more games that don't work. I'm going to do this procedure on those. Anyway, hope this helps somebody out there. I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll see y'all on the next one.